ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
A yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing Jones, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so, as Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patterson on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was...
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Off-play action. Jones. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
At the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Setting up the screen for Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Jones, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue.
Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jets 28, Vikings 7.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones now on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he can run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 24. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
He's brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Barkley. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 7, Jones completes it to the fullback, Ham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Cook. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
First down, New York.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.